we are back allocating joint costs for some wood pieces. We are bringing in logs, milling them, and turning them into studs, decorative pieces, and posts. So we've already done the relative sales value at split off, the physical units at split off, and now we're going to do what's called estimated net realizable value method. So the difference between this and value at split off is what we could sell them for at the split off. All right, but these pieces go on, and the decor piece anyway gets some more milling, and we can actually sell it for more than it's worth at the split off. So at the split off, it was worth $60. But if we go ahead and do a little more work on it, we can sell it for $100. So that's what the difference is. Value at split off is what you can sell them for without the extra work. Net realizable value is we put in some more work, we cost that out, and we sell it for the end price, and that's the net realizable value. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so if we fully process the studs, we're going to end up with 75,000 of those. If we fully process the decorative pieces, we end up with 4,500. So you may recall from the book that at split off, there's 5,000 pieces of wood that go onto the decorative part of the factory. However, it's a special thing. Maybe you have to have exactly a perfect piece of wood, and some will have knot holes or something. So there's 10% spoilage. So really, of the 5,000 that we say we're going to use for decorative pieces, we end up with only 4,500. All right, so 4,500 fully processed units. And then for posts, there's not anything to do with post, right? So posts, the 20,000 that we got at split off is what we end up with. All right, so for studs, studs we didn't do anything, so we still sell those for the same $8 per unit that we sold them for at split off. Decorative pieces, we've put more work into them, and now we can sell them for $100, right? And now it's the net realizable value, so $100. And the posts, we don't put any more work to them, so what they were worth at split off is the same as what they were worth for net realizable value, $20 each. All right, so for studs, 75,000 times 8 is still 600,000. All right, let's come back to decor. Post, 20,000 times 20 is still 400,000. All right, but for decor, it's net realizable value, and we have put in some more work. So we need to come down here, right? So 4,500 times $100 per post is $450,000, right? So we put an extra $100. We get extra money, so we're going to sell them for $450,000. However, we put in an extra $100,000 to process them. So we know that from the book. So we take the $450,000 we're going to sell them for. We take out the extra work. The other two didn't have any extra work. This has extra work. So our net realizable value of the decorative pieces is actually only $350,000. All right. So now our net realizable value of these pieces becomes $1,350,000. All right, so we've changed up our total net realizable value of our batch of wood, and we need to reproportion it. So 600,000 divided by 1,350,000 is 44.44%. 350,000 divided by 1,350,000 is 25.93%. Right? And 400,000 divided by 1,350,000 is 29.63%. All right, so now we take these proportions and allocate our $1 million. So 44.44% of $1 million is 444,400. 25.93% is 259,300, and 296,300, and that's 1 million. All right. So that's another way to split up those joint costs. That'll do it for Chapter 7. I know there's some other stuff in Chapter 7, but really for the exams and all, just understanding the joint costs and the 3 ways to split them up, and understanding the various ways to allocate support departments is all I really need from you. All right, good luck, and see you at Chapter 8.